Hello Sagittarius, Turquoise Tarot here with your reading for 17. I hope you're all doing well. Looks like I'm losing light here. We're getting a storm coming in, so I hope it brightens up for your reading. If not, I'll turn on the light. We'll see how it goes. Couple quick announcements before I get started. I just want to say as a reminder that I have a special going on right now for private readings. So if you purchase a 3-minute reading, you get an additional minutes free. If you purchase a 3-minute reading, you get an additional minutes for free. And you can choose to use that time to either ask an additional question, or you can use that time to allow me to further elaborate on your question that you asked initially for your reading. So if you're interested in pursuing a private reading, please feel free to reach out to me via email or via website, and I will post both those links below under this video. Also, if you're interested in donating to the channel, which is always greatly appreciated, I will post a link for that below as well. Now, with all that said, let me go ahead and get started with your reading for the month. This first spread is going to be a general reading for Sagittarius, and then I'm going to do 2 separate spreads, one for love for singles and one for couples. So let's see what the general messages are for Sagittarius. Okay, first card we have is the Queen of Swords. Oh, I can't turn it. 6 of Swords. The Empress, the Star, King of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles, the Lovers, Queen of Cups, and the Page of Cups. And on the bottom of the deck, overall energy is the 6 of Pentacles. So let me just look over this spread and I'll see what messages are coming through. I really feel this is a month that you're making an impression, or you've made an impression on someone thus far at work. I want to say it can be your supervisor or manager, or it can be, you know, a business partner, but I think your intellect and your ability to maybe even communicate. I see here it's like you're reaping rewards this month for hard work and dedication that you've put into your work up to now. You're recognized this month. And I feel like this recognition can be coming from an air sign. So that would be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And it can also be coming from a water sign. So that would be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. I feel like you're presented with a work opportunity. And I feel like this is an opportunity where you're going to be making more money. But I think also this is a position where it's going to require maybe some skills that you haven't used in a while, or some talent that you haven't used in a while. Let's see what else I see here. I do see that some of you this month may be hearing an announcement of a child. Either a child is being born or someone is pregnant, finding out that they're having a child. Can be you. but it can also be a dear friend or a relative. I think this is positive news for you, and it's something you want to celebrate. I want to say some of you be attending a baptism as well in April. Maybe your child is getting baptized in April. I think this is a month where you're really focused on family, especially if you're a mother. I think you're really focused on your children this month, and you're focused on their emotional well-being. And I think you're wanting to expand their horizons a little bit, maybe take them places, show them things, different cultures or different ways of life. You're wanting to expand their knowledge and their cultural awareness. Let's see what else I see here. There's something about you being vulnerable this month. Either you're really connected to your mother or a mother figure, or you're really focused as a mother on your children, on your family. Being vulnerable. There's a time here in April, I want to say, of celebration and recognition for you. And because you are blessed with so much in the month of April, not only financially because of this promotion or this career move, I've seen a lot of that this month with a lot of the signs. I have to be honest, there's a lot of career moves going on and a lot of advancement. People are like taking it into their hands to move and, secure a better position, which is excellent. But it's like the month of April, we're seeing a lot of that for all the zodiac signs. But for you, it's like people are fighting to get it. And for you, I see it's just naturally going to actually happen for you because somebody has been watching your work already and they see the hard work you put into it. So I see that recognition just coming for you this month. But there's also for this month, there's a lot of wanting to spend time with family. There's a want and a need for relaxation and rest. I think if you're married, you and your partner may be planning a trip together with your family, taking your children, like I said earlier, maybe expanding their horizons and going to different places that they haven't been. So let me take these Gypsy Oracle cards and I'm going to see if I can get more information on the general reading. Choices and options with the Lovers card here. Let me look at what these Gypsy Oracle cards say on that. Oh, come on, light. So I feel like this is a big month of restoration, of hope. And you're seeing that you're saying goodbye to something, but I don't feel it's a sad thing, being that this is on the Lovers card. You're consciously making this choice to leave something behind. And again, I'm seeing like an advancement with work, or something, a move that is for the better. Restoration of hope and getting a pleasant surprise this month. In this card, we see that this man, he basically went fishing and he's trying to get fish so that he can go sell it in the market, but what he actually pulls up is money. So it's a pleasant surprise. I don't think you're expecting the recognition to come in this month when it does and how it does by maybe this manager or supervisor, but it does, and leaves you with great opportunities and options for advancement. Let me look at the Three of Pentacles here. Exactly. The Three of Pentacles talks about being recognized and acknowledged for your skills, for your talents, for what you've already completed or accomplished. And so on that card we have cheerfulness, we have something new, and then we have the letter celebrating a new offer, a new opportunity because of recognition. So that's what I have for the general reading, Sagittarius. Let me go ahead and move on to the singles reading. And let's see what are the general love messages from singles. I think I'm going to go ahead and turn on the light because I don't know if this is going to come back. Oops. Alright, give me just a moment. I'm going to turn on the light. There we go. Easier to see. We have the Nine of Swords, the Queen of Swords, Two of Cups, Ten of Cups, Queen of Cups, Three of Rods, the Sun, the Devil, and the Tower. Interesting. Four of Swords is the overall energy, because I think you're going to need that R&R after all. Okay, let's see. Let me just look over this and see what messages come through. Okay, I think you have a strong attraction. You have a strong attraction to someone who's already in a relationship. And either, I want to say the person you're interested in or their partner is either an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, or a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. And I think you have maybe, and this is a general reading, guys, so remember that, but it's kind of coming up here that there's an unhealthy attachment to someone who's already either in a relationship or you have an unhealthy attachment to somebody. There's like an obsession here with somebody, and you think it's like done deal, we have to be together, this is it, and they're not really seeing it that way. It's like unrequited love, but at the same time it's like worse than that. There's an obsession here. it's kind of like the cards are saying, if this is the case, you need to take a break and really kind of like pull back with the obsessiveness. It's saying here that you're very emotionally attached to this individual. However, you need to use your mind. You need to be logical. There needs to be that healthy balance within you so that you can see this person objectively. There's a strong desire for family unity. Maybe for some of you, you may be wanting someone back from your past that's now in a relationship. And maybe when you were together, I see maybe you had children, or you just reflect on very happy times and you're very reflective on what things could have been. You know, you spend a lot of time thinking about what you could have built together. This person, I want to say this person really kind of brought out the best in you. And I think you're looking back on that and you're thinking, I want that again. I want to build that again. But now they're with somebody else. They've moved on and you haven't. But for some of you, this is just a friend or somebody you know that there's like obsessive thoughts about, and you need to kind of relax on that. Yeah, let's use these Gypsy Oracle cards and let's clarify this. I want to look at the Devil card first, just to see what is going on with this. Let's see, I'm dropping cards here. Okay. Yeah. For some of you, I think you're holding on to someone that already began something new with somebody else. There's despair, baby, and prisoner. And so I feel like there's despair or a lot of anxiety and sadness or frustration over the fact that there's someone new in the picture with your ex, and you're missing this person and you don't know how to get them back. But with the prisoner here, you're trapping yourself into obsessive compulsive thoughts, and that's why it's coming up on the Devil. Let me look at the Nine of Swords. Yeah, it's talking about missing someone from the past. Emotionally weak, feeling melancholy over someone from the past. Let's look at the Four of Swords here. So I think it's saying here, if you're trying to communicate with this person, you need to lay off, or you need to just calm down and not communicate as frequently as you do. Because with these cards, the foe, you're kind of not seen in a positive light by trying to continually get in contact with this person. Constant communication and trying to conversate, trying to make a way to get back involved with this person. It's saying here, and it may not be that you're compulsive about it, it may be just that you haven't even done it yet, you're just thinking about doing it. But this coming up on the Four of Swords is saying don't do it. You know, take some time, really take some time out. You need a break from this person mentally and physically. Let me look at physically, meaning, you know, if they're around you, take a break from even seeing them because you're just torturing yourself. And mentally, just get them out of your head. Stop thinking about them so much. Let's look at the Tower here. And I say this because if you're really interested in this person, you need to see them from an objective standpoint, from a healthy standpoint, so that you have a chance with this person. And otherwise, if you continue on with your obsession, it's not gonna, I don't feel it's gonna end well, because we got the Tower here, and I'm gonna pull some cards on it and we'll see, but I just don't feel like it's gonna be a happy ending if you continue to do that. We have the Pleasure Seekers, the Servant, and then the Merchant. So it's almost like you're working too hard to try to build something with this person. You know, it's like, and you're trying to be of service, like you're always trying to be around or available in some way. But it's saying here that they kind of see it as a foolish action on your part. Let me look at the Two of Cups. It's saying here, I think you're really, again, there's something about wanting that stability, that security, that happy ending, the cups, you know, being filled. So with the Money card coming up, it's saying you want that security, you want that stability with the Two of Cups relationship. However, you're still waiting for it. You're still waiting for this person to come around, and eventually you're ending up single with the Priest card instead of, you know, in a relationship, because you're being too obsessive about it. It's saying you need to back off a little bit, give this person some breathing room. And I know that's not, and again, this is a general reading, so it's not for all of you. It's not going to apply to all of you. Of course, if you wanted to look at your specific situation, I'd be happy to provide you with a private reading. But this is just a general reading, so there's someone out there that this message was for, and they need to just kind of relax a little bit. That's all. Sorry, guys. But I hope that this message resonates with someone who needs it. Okay, so let's look at what's going on for couple Sagittarians for the month of April. Two cards fly out. Okay, so two cards that flew out, we have the Knight of Wands and we have the Queen of Swords. We have the High Priestess, Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, the Death card, Nine of Swords, Four of Cups, Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, Page of Cups. Wow. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Two of Pentacles as the overall energy. So let me just look over this here. Oh yeah, that storm's moving in. Okay, let's see what the messages are. Okay, so some of you And again, I want to remind everyone this is a general reading, guys, okay? I think some of you were having an affair with possibly an earth sign or a water sign or an air sign. I feel like it's multiple affairs I'm looking at here. I feel like I'm looking at a relationship where there's a male, and it may not be you, it may be someone else, it may be your partner, it may not be you, but this could go either way. It's a general reading. But I feel like you may be dating, or you be a person who likes to sleep around, or I want to say has like a sex addiction. Someone who really is not good in relationships. They just don't have the emotional maturity needed at this time to commit to a relationship the way their present relationship needs it to be. So it's almost like there's a lot of sneaking around, there's a lot of secrets. And there's a lot all the sneaking around though, it's either giving you or your partner a lot of anxiety. I think somebody is aware that this sneaking around is going on. It's almost like it's even going on like under their nose, but it's like they don't want to see it for what it is. They really don't want to see it. And I think it's because there's some emotional immaturity on their part too. And I think there's just a strong emotional immaturity here on both parts, I kind of feel. And there's a need to see things for what they are. When I say emotional immaturity, and it may not be immaturity, it may just be you're a bit naive. Because perhaps you've never dated someone like this before and you don't really know what to look for, or you don't know, maybe you want to believe what they're telling you. You can be a younger Sagittarius who's dealing with this, and maybe again, it's something new, it's a new experience for you, but there's someone that's doing a lot of running around. And it's kind of saying here, you need to see things for what they are. Open your eyes to what's going on. Emotionally, it's rocky, there's a lot of ups and downs. We see the water in the background is very choppy. The boats are having a hard time staying afloat. So there's a need to recognize things for what they are. There's an ending to the secrets, though. There's an ending. I see that maybe it's coming out this month, and there's like, you have to see it, you have to acknowledge it. Either it's you that has to acknowledge it in a partner, or it's the partner that's going to find out about it this month about you. So let's look. Let's use the Gypsy Oracle cards here. Again, please remember, I don't like giving these kinds of readings, but if it comes out, I'm going to be honest with you and tell you what I see in the cards. And this is a general reading, so it doesn't always not apply to you at all. Let's look at what's going on with the Nine of Swords in the center here. Yeah, someone's finding out some new information. Someone's either they're looking for it, so whoever is the one who's suspicious and doubtful is the one who's looking for it. They find it, and this gift card to me coming up in the Nine of Swords is kind of like, yeah, it's a blessing in a way, because finally you're seeing things for what they are. I think you've been avoiding it for some time, and it's kind of like God is saying, okay, look, you need to acknowledge this so that you can move on, or the universe is looking at it and saying, you know, we need you to see this because it's time for you to progress. Let's look at the Two of Pentacles here as the overall energy. Yeah. Enemy, side, merchant. Ending a relationship. Ending a relationship with someone who wasn't trustworthy to begin with. This is like a sneaky guy in this enemy card. He's like, you know, spying on people, watching people. Let me look at the Knight of Wands here. This is the guy, I think, kind of running around. Guy or girl, can be either or. This is someone who likes to have a good time, and they're very sexually adventurous. They like to drink, they like to party, they like to have a reason to celebrate. They're always invited out. And this card talks about sexual nature. So this is someone who has a high sex drive, and they're ready to party and have fun and be, you know, live the life. They're not ready to settle down right now. And I think you're realizing that this month, that maybe you're expecting too much, and you know, obviously you should expect at least monogamy and commitment in a relationship, but you realize you're asking too much of this individual because they don't have it to give to you. Now, or you're the one who's doing it. It can be either or. So anyway, that's what I have for you, Sagittarius, for the month of April. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please like, share, and subscribe if you have. And I wish you all a wonderful month, and I will see you soon. Bye.